The secret to escaping an ordinary life is actually not about escaping at all. It is about following excitement. I'm going to show you in this series what happens with my income, with my relationships, with my health, with my mood from following excitement. Is this actually going to make my business better? It's going to make my life better, my health better. I got inspired from a guy, and he's a very spiritual guy. He says,
just pick the one that has the most excitement, that you have the greatest degree of ability to take action on, and act on it to the best of your ability until you can take it no further with absolutely zero expectation. And if you just keep doing that, you will find that your life will become an ecstatic explosion of synchronicity.
follow your highest excitement at all times to the best of your ability with no assumption of any outcome. According to the law of vibration and the law of detachment, this should give us the most magical moments and the most perfect situations and experiences by just simply following what excites us the most. As a side effect, you escape an ordinary life because you follow what's exciting to you, and then you can't live an ordinary life if you follow what's exciting. You know there's something in you that feels really exciting, and maybe it's a little bit scary, maybe it's a little bit outside of your comfort zone, and maybe you don't even think that you can do it, but I'm going to show you how you can do it and show you what happens when you actually step into that discomfort or that unknown, because that's where excitement always drives you. It drives you into new things, new experiences. But what this guy says is that basically everything will be perfect as long as you act from excitement. And it's been 10 days since I started this challenge, and a lot of things have actually happened since I started this video. I've had new business opportunities, changing my country, I've changed up my business, and I've met some really cool people just because I was following my excitement. Maybe you had some business idea or just some event or some work that you were just enjoying and everything was just flowing so well. Every time I'm super excited about work, about a business idea or something, it always goes well. I've never been in something that just feels completely right, fully right, and it's not going well. So the purpose of this video is just to go back and sit in stillness, meditate basically every day, and think about what is the most exciting thing today. And not think so much about the strategies and how to do it and blah, 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 but just following that little inner guidance of excitement. What is it that excites me today? I have no assumption of any outcome. Let's see what happens. The first thing that I wanted to do, go down to a beach and hypnotize people. This project started and it took 3 days just to get down to the beach because the rain was just pouring every day and I couldn't even get down to the beach. But when I got down to the beach, I started walking, and the first thing I felt was just this insane pain because, first of all, I didn't even want to record people on the beach. First, I need to learn to talk to people just randomly because I don't like talk to people. And then number two, normalize the feeling of having a camera. And then I need to do a 3-minute hypnosis. But here's the secret about excitement. We always do this thing where we put our excitement on a pedestal. And that could be you standing on a stage. That could be you starting a new business. That could be you starting a new Instagram where you post yourself. And we always compare ourselves to other people's level 10 or 100. But we don't start with level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To get you to that momentum of being able to do it. First thing I did was basically just talk to people without any camera.
Last year, I'm coming back for summer. I'm just here for summer break right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my parents still.
The secret with that is that it creates momentum. It creates confidence by doing the least amount of resistance, the easiest thing you can do. So when the next step shows up, you also have a little bit of momentum and a little bit of confidence because you just finished this other thing and you can just continue. I was on the beach, and then I literally, on the same day, it took me 1.5 hours just to get through these emotions, and then I literally just walked right up to 2 people and I asked, do you want to be hypnotized?
So when was the last time you were like the most happy man on earth?
Okay, so
Like the happiest in the world?
Okay.
2 seasons ago, I had like a very good season. I scored a lot of goals.
So how does that make you feel? What are the emotions? Okay, happy?
Excited.
Excited? Power?
Powerful.
Powerful. Okay, excited?
Yes, exciting and
Okay.
Amazing.
What word would symbolize those emotions? For me, if I think about my absolute best emotion, I'm like heaven. Heaven, when I think about heaven, I think about excited, happy, calm, present. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you into a hypnotic state. So that's all you need to do is, number one, just relax your body as much as you can. So, and number two is follow my instruction. In through your nose and just sleep all the way down, all the way deep. And the more you try to open your eyes, the more stuck your eyelids get. 2, 1, and sleep, all the way down, all the way deep. You're getting so heavy and so stuck. And when everything was just exciting and new, and you can feel that this emotion is just spreading in your entire body. I feel like the best you've ever felt so far this day. And knowing this, you can always tap into this energy from a relaxed state. And we screw it up to 9, 10, and you feel the most confident that you ever felt. 2, 1, eyes open, wide awake, wide awake. How do you feel?
I feel better. I feel better.
Yeah?
I'm not joking yet.
The feeling after doing this, especially when you think about it that, okay, I'm doing this for no assumption of any outcome. I'm not expecting anything. I'm not expecting someone to say that was awesome. The magic with not doing it for any expectation is that the only reason why you're doing it is for the experience. Before, I was just so scared. I was procrastinating it. There were so many fears. And then when you start breaking down the fears, you realize that, oh my God, those fears aren't that big. And there is a way of me slowly stepping towards this big dream. I like to think about excitement in 3 different levels. So level 1 is basically anything that you love for yourself. That's something you can do once a day. Just something for yourself, even if that means a 5-minute walk. Because you love it, because you love yourself, because you want to give yourself that. And then we have the second level of excitement is I would love to do this, but it's a little bit outside of my comfort zone. And that could be like going to a seminar, going to a yoga class, or doing something new that you've never done and you're a little bit scared because you don't really know how to do it. I advise once every week you consciously and intentionally do this. Just like we do in More to Life community, we always try to do something outside of our comfort zone, or maybe not even outside of a comfort zone, but outside of the known, your ordinary life. We try to escape an ordinary life by following the excitement, which is always taking us outside of the normal of life. And then the third level of excitement, which is the hardest one, and that's where I work with the beliefs and the fears and the mental blocks and removing those so you can go there automatically. Those are the things that you don't even believe you can do. That's like me saying, I want to stand on a stage with thousands of people. And I can look at that and I'm like, oh my God, that's not possible. But if you actually look at it and you break it down and you take small steps towards this big excitement, and that's also part of More to Life, living in excitement without fears and having a life without any limits.